Sean Anderson is a 17-year-old boy who is adventurous at heart. One day he receives a coded signal from an island. He thinks it is from his missing grandfather, but he is unable to decode it. His stepfather Hank is a former Navy code breaker. He helps Sean to solve the code. This leads them to 3 books: The Mysterious Island, Treasure Island, and Gulliver's Travels. Hank combines the maps from 3 books. That way they discover the coordinates of the island. Sean and Hank decide to travel to the island. Sean is hoping to find his grandfather Alexander, who had sent the signal. They fly to Palau, where they hire a helicopter pilot named Gabato and his daughter Kailani. Gabato and Kailani agrees to take them to the coordinates of the island. Unfortunately, they fly into a storm and crash land on the island. Upon entering the island, they encounter strange and wondrous creatures. On this island, small animals become large and large animals become small, like miniature elephants and giant butterflies. By accident, they break a giant lizard's egg, so the angry giant lizard chases after them. While running away from the giant lizard, they find Alexander. He saves them from nearly getting eaten. Alexander shows them his treehouse, where he has been living for years. He explains that this island is actually the lost city of Atlantis, which has a 140-year cycle. It stays 70 years above water and 70 years underwater. Hank checks the water of the island and warns everyone that the island will sink in a few days. As a last hope to escape from the island, they decide to find Captain Nemo's submarine, the Nautilus. Kailani enters Captain Nemo's tomb and finds his journal. It shows that Nautilus is in a cave on the other side of the island. On the way, they see a mountain of gold. They have to ride giant bees to cross a mountain. Suddenly, some giant birds attack them. Sean saves Kailani, but his ankle gets dislocated. Gabato decides to stay behind and collect some gold so that his daughter can go to university. But Kailani convinces him to leave the gold as the island is sinking. Sean and Hank reach the place of the Nautilus before anyone else, but it was underwater. A giant electric eel tries to attack them. They manage to fend off the eel and enter the submarine, but the submarine's battery is dead. A dangerous idea pops into Hank's mind. Hank throws a harpoon at the electric eel to jumpstart the battery. Alexander, Gabato and Kailani finally reaches the Nautilus. They start the Nautilus and head for the surface, but they face another obstacle. A massive chunk of rock threatens to drag them down. They use the submarine's torpedo to blast their way out of there. As they sail away from the island, they see it sinking into the depths. This mysterious island again buries its treasure under the sea.